Good morning, or hello, whatever time of the day it is that you're listening to this. I'm sorry that it's been a while since I've been able to do one of my reflections. I've been away on vacation, but now I'm back and we'll pick right up and try to be consistent with our reflections. Today I want to talk to you about fear. The thing that most of us fear is the unknown. When we begin to say have a physical problem and we don't know what the cause or the reason for the pain that we have, we begin to fear. Sometimes I've even seen people put off going to see a doctor because they're afraid of what the doctor is going to say. That never made sense to me because it is what it is, and not going is not going to change it. But anyway, we're afraid. When a parent doesn't know where his kid is, then the parent's mind begins to wonder. If it happens to be late at night and the kids haven't called, or they're not where they're supposed to be, or things don't go like we thought they were supposed to, then we begin to imagine what might be wrong. God help us if a siren or an ambulance happens to go by. Our mind will immediately race to the scene of an accident that our child is involved in. If your boss sends you an email at 9 o'clock in the morning and asks you to come by his office today before 5, your mind can start to play tricks on you. You begin to imagine all day long, what could he be wanting to see you about? Have you done something wrong? Am I going to be reprimanded, or even worse, am I going to be let go? What could it be? I found that we are the most threatened by what we don't know, more so than being threatened by what we do know. It's that fear of the unknown that gets us. Now, some of that is based on our personal history. We've had bad experiences and we assume this is going to be another one. Some of it is based on guilt. We know we've not been perfect. Surely we've done something wrong and man, we're in trouble again. It's amazing how some of us live with this fear of being found out, even when there's nothing to be found. By the way, that's why you tap the brakes and slow down when a policeman pulls by, even when you're not speeding. The anatomy of fear goes something like this. Something unknown presents itself to you. And we begin to think the situation through. What could it be? And we play out this whole list of possible scenarios. Most of us then try to think what the worst case scenario might be so that we can prepare ourselves for the worst. So then our stomach begins to turn as we begin to fear. Pretty soon, fear starts taking over. It's often at night that fear works its best or worst. We lie in the solitude of the darkness and our mind has nothing else to do but digest the possible fear factors facing us. So we toss and we turn and sleep evades us until finally, hopefully, we fall asleep out of sheer exhaustion. This is no way to live. God doesn't intend us to live like this. God told Timothy in 2 Timothy 1:7, God has not given us the spirit of fearfulness, but of power and love and discipline. We don't have to be gripped by fear in our hearts. The reason we do not have to fear is we have all these promises of God. God said to us in Romans 8, verse 15, He said, for you did not receive a spirit of fear that makes you a slave again to fear. You have received the spirit of sonship, and by him we cry, Abba, Father, a tender word for dad. As God's child, you are protected by your relationship to your father, just like a small child is protected by his parents. In the Old Testament, God wrote, be strong and courageous. Do not fear or be in dread of them, for it is the Lord your God who goes with you. He will not leave you or forsake you. That's Deuteronomy 31:6. See, no matter what happens to me, God has made this promise that he will work it together for my betterment. Now that's a great promise. He said in Romans 8:28, we know that God causes everything, even the things we're afraid of, to work together for the good of those who love God and are called according to his purpose for them. So today I want to encourage you not to give in to a spirit of fear. If God is in control of your life, then that's all that matters. Trust him. When fear starts to work its way into your mind, quote that verse that says, God has not given me the spirit of fear. If there's anything I've learned in my life, it's this: God can be trusted. Here's a great thought for the day. Faith it, don't fear it. Faith it, don't fear it. And here's a great prayer for today. God, do not let Satan rob me of my peace for today by placing a seed of fear into my heart. Help me to trust you through it all. God bless you.